Thompson, and today I'm going to be doing Free Fire FIM Turnabout Storm Part 2. It's an hour long, so yeah, it's an hour long. So other than that, why the hell are we still talking? Let's just get started. You guys, I bet some of you guys are wondering why I didn't do it. Lack of time I had.
No matter how far you run, no matter how long you hide, the finger of justice will never lose sight of you.
I don't know. Great, it's like Law and Order.
Coffee. Need coffee.
You don't eat
I told
coffee.
you, Phoenix, we didn't have any.
That bed was way too small. I hardly got any sleep last night.
It wasn't designed for someone as tall as you.
I'm starving.
Right.
Spike and I offered you breakfast, but you wouldn't eat it.
Please.
Sorry, but I don't eat cake.
Hey.
Stop whining!
I'm not whining, I'm complaining!
Two different things.
Sorry,
Whining.
Twilight. I'm just a bit nervous.
Complaining.
I feel like such a rookie right now. I'm gonna be the only human being in that courtroom.
I'm sorry,
Possible.
too.
Okay.
The feeling's
Last
mutual.
time we saw that shadow, I still don't know who it is.
Hey!
What the? Ah! Can't you
Alright,
just say
that's
hello
okay.
instead of blurting out hey like that?
What's wrong with you two? I should be the one that's jumpy right now.
Yes.
Oh.
You jumped at me like a jump.
That's right.
So, did you find any super awesome proof to clear my good name last
We
night?
call it super awesome.
I wouldn't exactly call it super awesome.
Read my mind.
But we did get a tip-off who will be testifying as a witness today, so we got that on our side.
And who would that be? Fluttershy. What? Why is she testifying against me? She better not say anything dumb. Calm down, Rainbow Dash. Fluttershy wouldn't do that.
Whoa, whoa.
Twilight, do you know what the prosecutor's like?
The
Why is that picture
prosecutor?
of Luna in the background?
I forgot to look into that.
What's that
Speaking of
screen?
prosecutors, I wonder what Edgeworth would do if he were in my shoes right now.
Oh, I know Edgeworth. He's awesome.
This is just like that one episode of The Steel Samurai when he meets the pink princess!
Get it off. Get it off the screen.
Doctor, I'd like the part of my brain responsible for that image lobotomized,
I
please.
just want my brain removed because
Does it really
I saw
matter what
that.
the prosecutor is like?
Save a few. Most of the prosecutors in my world are always stuck up, smug, and arrogant.
The free traits of a prosecutor.
Don't worry. I don't think there's any pony in Equestria like that.
Oh, really?
Oh, no.
We meet again, Twilight Sparkle.
Friend of yours?
What's with the getup?
The great and powerful Trixie is
Oh,
no
hell
friend
no.
of Twilight Sparkle.
What
Yeah.
are you doing here, Trixie?
Come one, come all, the great and powerful Trixie will be displaying her prodigious and cunning prowess as a prosecutor in the courtroom today.
You're the prosecutor?
Trixie is a mare of many talents. Does it really come as a surprise? As soon as Trixie caught wind of one of your pathetic little friends performing such a heinous act, Trixie jumped all
Wow,
over
that's
the
fine.
opportunity to humiliate them as you humiliated Trixie.
That's it.
Who are you
Amazing.
calling pathetic?
Oh, are you mad? Don't worry, the great and powerful Trixie hears that you're going to be having a nice long vacation on
Kidding
Sun.
me.
That should get your mind off of things. Ha ha! Bon voyage!
Shut up.
Why, you?
Rainbow Dash, don't let her rile you up. It could look bad for us.
And what in Celestia's
That's
name are you supposed to be?
Me? I'm Rainbow's defense attorney, Phoenix Wright.
Total pro.
What?
Stunning.
You? This should be easy if Trixie's opponent is to be this hairless ape. From what Trixie has gathered, you are only here because Twilight's screw-up botched the spell. Ha! Trixie would never settle for a wretched-looking creature such as yourself for a defense attorney. Nor would Trixie blunder such a simple summoning spell in the first
Well,
place.
11. Okay, that's it.
Actually, Rainbow Dash, forget what I said. Go for it. Make it hurt.
Hell yeah.
Gladly.
Come on.
Phoenix. Rainbow Dash.
No.
Stop it.
I wanted a fight scene. Why?
Trixie, I didn't mean to humiliate you. Please don't take this out on my friends.
It's too late for that. Now, if you will excuse Trixie, she must prepare for her grand debut as an extravagant and benevolent prosecutor.
12 times she said her name in each
Phoenix?
sentence.
You know what you said about prosecutors being stuck-up, smug, and arrogant?
You have them here. I'm guessing
Yes?
you have them here.
I guess we have those here in Equestria as well.
They're everywhere.
Who was that?
She's a traveling performer named Trixie.
I kinda got her name down a long time ago. She only said it about a dozen times.
It was a dozen,
Actually,
I counted.
she only said it 12 times, not a dozen.
Rainbow Dash, a dozen is 12.
Wow.
I didn't know that. It would have been
Only
easier if
5
you just
minutes
said
in, I'm
12.
already confused.
Anyway, how do you know that prosecutor, Twilight?
I didn't know her as a prosecutor.
Wrong.
I don't even know when that happened. She came to Ponyville a while ago, showing off her magical talents.
Magical talents? Like magic tricks?
Yeah. So
She kinda
yeah,
looked like a
nowhere.
magician,
Wrap it up
judging
in
by the
hat and all
attire.
that.
Yes, like me, she's a unicorn, and she had a habit for running her mouth about her magical abilities, claiming she was the most magically gifted unicorn in Equestria.
Running her mouth is kind of an understatement. She seemed to have some sort of grudge against you. What happened?
How should I put this? I...
Twilight totally showed up that snot by fixing up a mess she caused.
well, yeah.
Trixie is just jealous because Twilight's better with magic.
The mighty don't flaunt their power. The sly eagle hides its claws.
The hell is that
I'm
talking?
impressed. I didn't know you were into Proverbs.
Proverb.
What can I say?
What the hell?
I should really tell her I just stole that one from a video game.
So,
I have no
Nix,
idea what he
you think
said.
you can beat that stuck-up braggart?
Talk about the pot calling the kettle black. You
Whoa,
didn't do it, right?
hold up.
I'm sure things will turn out fine.
This isn't Mr. Wright's first murder trial, Rainbow. He's a professional.
Really?
If anyone can get you out of this, he can. No substitute for experience.
Right.
There's something bothering me, though, Twilight.
What the hell I do that?
What is it, Phoenix? Not getting cold feet, are you?
No. It's just that this courthouse looks exactly like the one in my world.
Yes.
Well, of course it
Our old
does.
cartoon.
It was inspired from human
And those
architecture.
guys
Why would it
in
be
the
inspired
background
off
that
human
doesn't even
architecture?
blink.
Seems a little
Watching
unnecessary
them.
if you ask me.
That guy hasn't even
Humans have a
blinked
commendable
yet.
sense of justice.
Yes.
The way you humans uphold the law is what
Dude.
must have inspired the designers of this courthouse.
Statue.
Our criminal justice system also resembles yours as well, from what I've read, so you should feel right at home.
I just hope justice swings in our favor today.
Do you really think the evidence we found will be enough?
Because
I hope so.
at least they talk
Hey,
about
what's this thing?
Shoot.
I don't remember us finding this yesterday.
Makatama.
Hey, that's the toy you were playing with yesterday, Nix.
Makatama.
Huh?
Makatama.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
forgot.
mine. Must have
Starts
got
with
mixed
an
up in the
F.
evidence we found. And it's not a toy!
Whatever you say.
Can you hand that over here,
Cool.
Twilight? I should really keep a better eye on it. Maya will kill me if I lose it.
Oh.
Sure, here you go.
I won't kill you. Whoa, whoa, what the heck's going on here? Whoa, whoa, whoa,
What the?
whoa.
Whoa, are you two okay?
Hold up.
Phoenix, what was that?
I don't know. It's
What the
never
hell
done that
happened?
before.
You still haven't told me what that
Dude,
thing
that's not
is
even the
yet.
video. That was...
The light it just emitted.
Heck.
It felt mystical.
It allows
Yes,
me
it's
to...
an artifact.
Should I really tell her what it does?
Oh my god.
It would be awkward if I told her I can see deep secrets
What
people
the
are
hell is
hiding.
that? It's
It
like
allows
playing
you
a
to
game
what?
all over again.
It allows me to have good luck. It's a good luck charm.
Seriously?
You say good luck charm, I say toy.
How's that a toy?
Don't forget who's defending you, Skittles.
Hey!
Here's
By the
your
way, into this is...
charm. I guess we need all the good luck we can get today.
The box
Right.
just spazzed out. It was on the
That
left,
was odd.
and it went down.
Flashing like that when
right,
Twilight picked it
and
up.
it went up, and it
It
stayed
looks
up.
fine.
What the
I
heck
hope
is
it still
happening?
works.
Are you okay?
I'm so confused.
You look a little worried.
I am worried.
It's nothing.
About me.
The defense and its co-counsel also make their way to the courtroom.
I will make
Okay,
my way
Phoenix.
to the court
The trial is about to start. Do your best.
Forget about the Magatama. I have bigger
oh.
problems right now. Even with
Ah,
what little time I had to prepare,
Alright.
I've got to try my best for their sake.
I was singing C or G. Oh, wait, what? Who the hell?
Quarters now in
Whoa!
on both sides ready.
The great
Whoa, what
and
the hell are
powerful
you doing
Trixie
here?
was born ready.
Dude,
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
dude.
Your Honor! Mr. Wright!
How?
Fancy meeting you here.
How did you
You
get
know him,
here?
Phoenix? That's great!
But I thought... What's going on here?
Last night while you were in
Same
bed, the
here.
princess contacted me about complications.
Complications?
I don't get it.
Originally, Princess Celestia was going to preside as the judge, but the High Council members were concerned that her verdict might be biased.
But what's he doing here?
I don't know,
I
but he
thought
looks
since
totally
we have a human
pale of
defense
that.
attorney, I'd get a human judge as
Totally
well.
pro of that beard.
So I summoned
That
the
beard's
greatest
awesome.
human judge, and he's a really nice guy. He took the whole thing a lot better than you did. I would have
He's a
told you that
little,
I summoned him, but I didn't want to wake you.
But he's a good judge.
You're kidding me.
Are you sure you didn't summon the ficklest judge ever, Twilight? Oh well. As weird as this is, he seems to always give fair verdicts. I shouldn't be complaining.
But isn't this princess the ruler of your country? Can't you just say, too bad I'm doing it anyway?
Really?
Princess Celestia is our all-powerful ruler, yes. But every political decision must go by the High Council first. They represent the best interests of the citizens of Equestria. Naturally, this case went by them, and they wouldn't allow the princess to reside as the judge.
That's democracy for you.
Wow.
Aren't these ponies just remarkable, Mr. Wright? They've shown me nothing but a good time.
Lucky you.
All they've done for me is make fun of my hair.
Enough with this idle chit-chat. Trixie has a trial to win.
Stop saying your name in sentences.
Oh, that's correct. We have a trial underway.
Alright.
We'll have to catch up later, Mr. Wright. I expect you are aware of the workings of Equestria.
No, he's not.
Huh? The workings?
You see, this world operates a lot differently opposed to our world.
Twilight Sparkle here showed me a bit, but I figured it's almost like our world, just with talking ponies.
No, that's
No,
way different.
no, Mr. Wright.
It's
There are
way different.
many amazing things these
I
ponies do that
don't
are
know this
far
show.
cry from our world.
This is why you should have studied.
Could you tell me about these differences, Your Honor?
Well, Mr. Wright, the
It's
first thing you should know is...
Objection!
Whoa, we're getting over
It's not our fault this bumbling buffoon didn't do
Whoa,
any
hold up, we're
research.
going on to
We
the
shouldn't be
objection
holding up the
already.
trial because of his
We haven't
stupidity
even
and
started it
negligence.
Hey!
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but the prosecution is right. You should have studied Equestria before jumping into this case.
Blah, blah, blah. What was that face?
I'm
Alright.
sorry?
I'll try to
blah,
keep
blah.
you informed
I
if we
forgot
encounter anything
everything.
that may work differently from your world.
I'm trying to
Alright,
remember.
thank you.
I only know that one.
The trial will now commence.
Indeed, this drabble has wasted enough of Trixie's time.
That third person thing is really getting on my nerves.
How
Very well. The prosecution may make her opening
third
statement.
person.
About time. The great
Camera
and powerful
throws the third
Trixie would like to start off by saying the defense has no chance of winning in this zero, zilch, nada,
Starting
none.
sentence. What the hell
What
was
kind
that?
of opening statement is that?
In fact, Trixie finds it insulting she is not given a proper
Saying
attorney to
your
wage
name
battle
in
with.
sentences.
Instead, she is forced to deal with this
really
idiot.
getting on my nerves.
What's your
I'm really
problem?
getting shivers because of that.
Please refrain from personal attacks on the defense, Miss Trixie. Can you please just get on with stating your case?
There has to be some rule in the prosecutor handbook to be as unpleasant as possible.
Very well.
When we
Trixie shall dazzle and enlighten you all
Really
on the
hated
events that
this thing.
transpired that fateful night. On June 8th, around the 20th hour,
I'm tired of
Ace Swift,
speak.
a famous Pegasus athlete, was murdered in the Everfree Forest.
you know I'll get split. into two
Unfortunately,
parts.
we don't know why he was in such a place, but the Ponyville police force found his body there, and with the evidence and an eyewitness account, they were able to find his killer, Rainbow Dash.
Who's the eyewitness?
Can you please share with the court the evidence that points to Miss Dash's guilt?
Certainly.
This is it, Phoenix.
We'll finally have some light shed on what exactly happened.
Ace Swift was electrocuted and killed instantly as detailed in this autopsy report.
Autopsy.
Electrocuted? That is a peculiar way to die.
Why what?
Electrocution? But how?
By what?
The crime scene was in a clearing.
No
I
lights.
saw no electronic
There's no
devices or
tasers.
anything of that nature.
I'm actually
Let Trixie finish, you dunce!
Shut up.
Ugh.
There was also a fresh, sizable burn mark on the back of the victim's neck. Unfortunately, we couldn't find the cause of it.
A burn mark?
Ow.
That wasn't the cause of death, though. It was the electrocution that did him in.
He stopped his heart.
The investigators found decisive evidence pointing to Rainbow Trash as the assailant in this crime.
Oh.
What was that?
A storm cloud found right above the crime
Alright.
scene is what we believe killed Ace.
Whoa! Fucking objection
A
caught me.
storm cloud? You call that decisive? How could you place blame on my client for that? Unless you're honestly suggesting Rainbow Dash can move around clouds and make them shoot lightning at will.
Just making a fool of yourself. Okay, that's just insulting.
Why is everyone staring at me like that?
Oh, Mr. Wright.
Nice.
What's her problem, Twilight? She can't honestly think someone can control weather. It's ludicrous.
You have to be the biggest imbecile Trixie has ever laid eyes on.
Trixie, I'm gonna let that one pass.
That's a Pegasus' job here in Equestria. It's sort of what they do.
Oh man, Phoenix.
What?
You just ruined the case
They
now.
schedule and control the weather, Phoenix.
Well,
When
he
it
didn't know that,
rains,
so to be
snows,
fair, he didn't know
hails,
that, so hell.
That's all the Pegasi's doing.
Oh. Sorry, my mistake.
Trixie knew you were incompetent, but this... Ha!
Oh,
This will be a walk in the
Stop saying
park.
your name and don't call him incompetent.
The defense will refrain from any more outbursts, or they will be reprimanded.
Are you the
Maybe you
new
should
Harry
have,
Potter?
I don't know, studied.
Whoa.
I said I was sorry.
Seriously, it's
When a
weird.
Pegasus sets off a cloud, the first bolt will always strike directly under it.
Alright.
This particular storm cloud bore hoof marks of the rainbow-colored loser in the defendant chair.
I'll show you who's a loser, you two-bit fraud!
Order in the court, I say! The defendant will remain seated during the duration of the trial.
This is a disaster.
No, it's not.
Naturally,
Don't
the
worry.
body was discovered directly
Don't
under
worry,
the storm cloud in
Phoenix, I will
question.
pull out
Trixie
an
believes
asset.
this is a pretty open and shut
You did it
case.
for me.
As do I. There aren't many ways to be electrocuted in the middle of the forest.
Taser.
Well, there was that one incident when I was camping with the bug
An outside
zapper.
man?
It nearly fried my beard off.
No!
I never saw the judge as an outdoorsman.
I'd like to ask some
Yeah,
questions.
dude. He looks totally
Fine then, Mr. Wrong. Ask away.
Again.
It's right. First off, how were the police notified of the murder? It was in the middle of a forest, right? Who reported it?
It was quite peculiar, actually. Prior to the crime, the police received a vague tip that wished to
Vague
remain
tip?
anonymous. They are
How do you
being
know it's
questioned
vague?
more thoroughly in the advent of the murder, though.
Maybe it shows enough information.
What was this tip?
All they said was, something big is going down in the Everfree Forest.
Okay, that's vague.
That's it?
Trixie told you it was vague.
Stop saying your name in the sentence.
And due to the attitude of this anonymous tip,
Attitude?
the police didn't respond as quickly as they could have, since the tip failed to specify
You know,
a
that
time
could
when
save someone's
something
life.
big was going
Someone's
down.
life.
Isn't that negligence? They could have saved someone's life.
Boom.
This is true, Miss
Ha.
Trixie. The police force should have responded to this tip more responsibly.
If you were to meet this anonymous tip, you'd take them as seriously as the police force did. Any more questions, Mr. Wrong?
Right.
I told you it's right. I do have some questions regarding that cloud, though. How many times did the storm cloud strike? I noticed 2 charred areas that were quite a distance apart from each other on the crime scene.
3 times. After the cloud was activated by... you know who. The cloud
No.
operates by itself, firing lightning gradually whenever it wants, but never in the same place twice. It was only large enough to hold 3 bolts of lightning.
So like
3?
the sucky pistol.
The first bolt was directly under the cloud where the late
I'm out.
Mr. Swift lay. The second one, we don't know where it hit.
Objection!
Oh.
Wait, then maybe...
Whoa, it's an objection.
Trixie knows what you are going to say, and it's not going to work.
Hey.
But
The investigation team combed the entire perimeter of the crime scene and didn't find any indication the bolt hit the ground or any trees in the storm cloud's
Maybe it hit
proximity.
him.
It's truly a mystery where this bolt of lightning went.
hey, then what if it...
Ace was also wearing a lightning-proof suit that protects the body from lightning, standard issue for all participants in the Equestrian 500. It protects Pegasi from lightning when flying at high altitudes. The only
Second
reason the
bolt of
first bolt
lightning.
killed him is because it was aimed with precision at one of the exposed parts by rainbow
You show us
trash.
the first bolt.
I think that...
If the second bolt hit Ace directly, it still would have touched the ground, leaving burn marks like the one under the cloud, even if he were struck while in the air.
The
Oh.
prosecution's logic is
wrong.
very sound, so I must overrule the defense.
Overrule what claims?
But I didn't get to say anything.
Yeah.
Fine,
Dude, he
then
said-
what were you going
he
to
said-
say,
he
Mr.
said-
Wright?
But maybe. And it's
exactly
it's something,
what she said.
Tiny bits every
Then the
time.
defense's claims have been double overruled.
What about the third lightning bolt?
Since the storm cloud was important evidence, it was left on the scene undisturbed, and the investigation team witnessed the final bolt take down a tree east of the crime scene, as Trixie will show you on a diagram of this clearing. Right here is where the first lightning bolt hit, directly
this
above
is
the
the
body.
clearing, alright.
We know it was set off at 8:40. The second one is a mystery. We don't know where it touched down, but we are sure a bolt of lightning left that cloud at 8:50.
How? How do you know it left?
The third
at
bolt
8:50?
touched down at 11:35 p.m. when the investigation team was on the
Why is
scene,
such a
so we can completely
huge
rule it
time?
out of the crime. It just took down a tree right here.
So that's what happened to that tree.
Yeah.
But how are you so sure of the time the first 2 lightning bolts touched down?
We were able to use cloud ballistics to confirm the second bolt left the cloud at exactly 8:50.
Cloud ballistics? You've gotta be joking. I better not
Alright.
question it, though. I don't want a penalty.
And the first?
That's where Trixie's eyewitness comes in.
Stop saying your
It
name.
must be Fluttershy.
Since the first bolt was manually set off by a Pegasus, cloud ballistics can't confirm when it was fired, but luckily we have an eyewitness who saw it.
I wish to hear a testimony from the
Because I
eyewitness.
can't take any
Please
more
bring
of
them
saying a
out.
name in
Very
every
well.
sentence. It's really annoying.
State your name and occupation, please.
Alright. What?
Huh?
Is anyone
Oh.
there?
Where's the witness?
I'm down here.
Oh
voice.
no.
Who
I have
is
no idea who
that?
that is.
I thought Fluttershy was going to be the witness.
I think it's my friend's kid sister. What does she have to do with this?
I don't
Your
know.
guess is as good as mine.
Perhaps we should get some boxes for the witness to stand on.
Alright.
There, much better.
Oh!
Howdy.
Look at that face.
Oh, aren't you the most
Oh,
adorable
look at
little
Judge.
thing?
He's awesome.
Now
He has a
then,
soft
witness,
heart.
state your name and occupation.
My name is Apple Bloom, and I'm a cutie mark crusader.
Jeez, man. That's so loud.
Cutie Mark. What? I did my research at Equestria, but I never
made-up
came
group.
across anything regarding Crusaders.
What the heck is a Cutie Mark Crusader, Twilight?
Yeah, no
It's,
idea.
It's hard to explain.
We were informed by a resident of the Everfree Forest this filly was walking home the night of the murder. Sure enough, she witnessed the first lightning bolt. The witness's occupation doesn't matter, though. What's important is what she...
What are you talking about? It does matter.
Oh.
As a cutie mark crusader, it's my duty to crusade my talents everywhere so I can earn my cutie mark, even if 1/3 of the team is here.
I'm so confused.
He's
What on
confused.
earth is a
I'm
Cutie Mark?
confused. Everybody's
Is it the
confused.
nickname of her
Everything.
boyfriend Mark or something?
A cutie mark is a symbol ponies earn when we find our special talent. For example, the stars on mine represent my expertise in magic and love for
Alright, I
stargazing.
get that.
That's just... strange.
Everything's
Actually,
strange.
I wonder what my cutie mark would be.
Yeah.
Maybe a hand pointing an index finger filled with righteous justice. That would be amazing.
Hopefully.
Listen, sweetie, your job is to testify just like Trixie told you to earlier.
Alright.
Hey, what
Stop
are
saying
you?
name sentences.
Huh? Me?
Stop ignoring the great and powerful Trixie!
Yeah, you. I've never seen anything like you before.
I'm a human.
A human, huh? Is that your job?
No, that's my species. I'm a lawyer if you're wondering what my job is.
Objection.
A lawyer?
It is.
What's a lawyer?
A lawyer
That.
argues points and theorizes
Those
to
are the
defend someone in
those are
trouble.
the three things
Your
that
job
you
is
said
to
out loud.
argue?
Well, yes, I guess it's kind of like that.
Well,
I
you
knew
sound
it!
like
I
a-
knew it! There is a cutie mark for arguing! Wait till I tell Scootaloo! We were going about it all wrong! We can be cutie mark crusader lawyers!
It's loud.
The future of criminal justice is looking pretty bleak right now.
I
Witness,
do.
let's get back on topic. Testify as to what you saw last night.
No! I'm losing valuable crusading time because
I'm
of you.
enjoying
This is
doing this.
boring.
This is hilarious.
What?
I don't have to listen to you. You're that snotty show-off Applejack
So-
told me about.
This is entertaining.
Snotty? Why, you...
You tell her, Apple Bloom!
I'm actually kind of enjoying this.
The defense will wipe that stupid grin off his ugly mug and the witness will cooperate.
Fun, dude. This is
Witness,
hilarious.
can you please testify for us? Then you can do all the crusading you want. It won't take long at all. Besides, maybe you're a cutie mark crusader witness testifier.
Wow.
Your Honor, how much shame do you have left after saying something like that?
Hey, I think you're right, mister. That cutie mark is as good as mine.
Alright, witness, tell every pony what you told Trixie earlier.
Fine then. Cutie mark crusader witness testifier!
Alright. How did the guy make it?
I went to Cigar's
See,
place
how
in the
did you do
Everfree
that?
Forest to help her brew some stuff. After we were all done, I walked home along the
I
pathway.
don't know how he leaked.
Just then, I heard a lightning bolt. It was 8:40, but it didn't scare me. Then I found my way out of the forest and went on home.
No, that's vague.
So there was
There's
indeed
gotta be
lightning
something
from
else.
around the time of death. Mr. Wright, this isn't looking good for your client.
No.
Please just let
there's
me
some
cross-examine
vague
this witness,
stuff.
Your Honor.
She's a child, Phoenix. It might just be an overactive imagination.
You sure?
I don't think so. I think she's being vague, if anything.
See, that's what I said.
Vague? Meaning she's not telling us everything?
That's just way
Precisely.
too small.
I don't
That
think this
can't
will
be
be about finding a contradiction. More than about digging out those extra nuggets of information.
Oh, chicken
All
nuggets.
right, Mr.
That
Wright,
was-
you may cross-examine the witness.
Whoa!
Before we begin the cross-examination, Trixie knows all about sneaky, underhanded defense attorney tricks. If you dare press this innocent and fragile child too hard, you will be punished.
What?
What?
She's right.
How?
You better not hurt this sweet little one's feelings, Mr. Wright. I know these tactics all too well. You will be forced to face the consequences if you do.
Oh my god.
Children, the kryptonite of Phoenix Wright.
Look, for you, I don't know what my kryptonite is.
I went to Sakura's place in the every forest to help her brew some stuff.
What stuff?
Zakora? Who's this?
She's a zebra, a friend of mine who lives in the forest.
There are talking zebras here as well?
No, there's only one zebra.
Oh, brother.
And you were helping her brew potions.
Yes.
What kind of potions?
I don't really know. She just told me to gather some flowers and plants outside the house.
The zebra told us she was making herbal ointments and medicines. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Sure, no witchcraft.
I've heard it all. A zebra brewing potions is nothing out of the ordinary.
Witchcraft.
So what did you do afterward, Apple Bloom?
Well,
Witchcraft.
after we were all done, I walked home along the pathway.
You walked home all alone? I heard that forest was dangerous.
Timber.
Definitely not a place for someone your age.
Thank heaven she is all right. There are terrible
Glowing red
creatures in that
eyes
forest.
Truth is,
not red,
I wasn't
yellow
supposed to be in there that late.
Did you show
I got
eyes?
grounded when I
Yeah,
got
right.
home.
Serves you right for breaking your curfew.
Oh, no, take it back, take it back, take it back, take it back.
I mean, you sure are a brave Cootie Mark Crusader!
Nice.
Cutie Mark Crusader.
Kind of safe.
Mr. Wright, you are treading on very thin ice.
Wow.
I better be careful what I say to her.
Try not to be too hard on
That
her,
is very
Phoenix.
thin ice.
I'm kind of on a handicap here, not being able to squeeze information as I normally would from any other witness.
Trick.
But I've dealt with children in the past, and I can do it again.
Trick.
So you have children? You don't really look like a father type.
No, I don't have kids. I meant I've dealt with children testifying.
Me with children. That'll be the day.
Yeah.
If the defense is done with idle conversation, please continue your cross-examination. And remember,
Oh, yeah.
gently, Mr. Wright,
So scary.
or else you'll be hearing my gavel banging an unfortunate fate for you.
Dude, I'm so scared.
Yes, sir.
Judge now.
The judge is staring at me like he has the intent to kill.
Okay,
You have a
Apple
knife,
Bloom.
then you
Please
will.
continue.
Weird. Freaky man.
Just then, I heard a lightning bolt. It was 8:40,
How do you know
but
what
it
the
didn't
time
scare
is?
me.
How did you know the time?
Yes.
Sakura's clock said 8:35 when I left, and I had been walking for about 5 minutes.
How do you know
That lines up exactly with the time of death.
Why do you say it didn't scare you? No one asked you if it did.
Okay, maybe it scared me a little.
A little?
Yeah, just a little. No big deal.
I don't think you're being honest with me, Apple Bloom.
Whoa.
Mr. Wrong is badgering the witness. Who cares if the lightning scared her? Penalize him!
He's not doing it.
Objection! She isn't giving us all the details as to what she saw.
Oh, yeah.
I'll allow the defense to pursue this matter, but I'm warning you, Mr. Wright.
Associated with it.
Yes, Your Honor. I understand. Apple Bloom, you need to tell the truth. Even if it may not seem like it, this is really important. Someone's life depends on you telling the truth.
Yeah.
Someone's life?
Yes. If you don't tell the truth, you may be ruining an innocent pony's life.
Oh.
I don't want an innocent pony's
This is what
life
I
to be
mean,
ruined.
trick him.
Then
Trick
please
her.
tell us what really happened,
Just
Apple
trick.
Bloom.
Fine. The lightning really scared me.
Then what did you do?
The noise scared me, and I ran off the path deeper into the forest.
How?
You ran off the path?
Yeah,
That's
I kind of
good,
got
that's a
lost in the
death.
forest.
That's
I
just
was
a
really
death.
scared.
You know what I don't
The
get? They don't
witness
bring
will amend
lanterns.
this to a testimony.
Bring a torch. It's gonna be
Okay.
like Slender all over again.
After the lightning scared me, I ran off the path and got a little lost.
How long were you lost?
I was in there for a really long time.
How long exactly?
stare down.
A really long time.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at this a different way. What time was it when you got out?
Well, my house is 10 minutes away from the Everfree
Alright.
Forest. So I guess I got out of the forest at exactly 9 o'clock.
Oh.
Her family can confirm she got home at 9:10.
Interesting. So you were lost for 20 minutes. That's quite a long time.
Yeah.
It was really dark in there. I couldn't see anything.
That kind of forest.
I remember it being extremely dark in there as
Oh,
well.
hell no.
I could find my way out of the forest while on
Once
the
it
pathway because I
justifies
could feel the
finish.
dirt road on my hooves.
So
But once I was on the grass, I couldn't tell left from right.
So you just wandered around blindly for 20 minutes?
Yeah, I thought I'd be lost in there forever.
Do not fear, little one. I'll defend you from all those horrible
He's like
monsters
a
in
hero,
that
he's
dreadful
awesome.
forest with my gavel of truth.
The Judge versus the Everfree Forest. Sounds like the title of a pay-per-view event.
I was especially scared when I bumped into
Alright,
that
I
thing.
gotta find a good cliffhanger pod.
What?
You bumped into something?
Oh dear.
Objection! Witness, this is the first time I'm hearing about this. Why did you not say anything to me regarding this earlier?
Because I don't like you.
Looks like Trixie's getting a dose of her own medicine.
What
Did
the
Trixie
heck?
just...
What? What about her?
She just... Never mind, it's nothing important.
If you say so, Twilight. I'd like...
Boom! We're gonna stop there. Oh my gosh. Because I'm not gonna, I'm just leaving it as a cliffhanger. So, if you do it, so this is part 2 out of 4, part 1. And wait for part 2. Oh man, I really enjoyed this one. So yeah, stay tuned for part 2. Part 2 out of 4. Part 2. It's so difficult. Just wait for part 2. That's all I can say. See you later, dudes and dudettes.